Hello, my friend. Welcome to Coffee Chat with Angie. I'm so glad that you are here. I have a question for you. Have you ever tried someone else's routine or self-care tip, and it didn't work for you like it worked for them, and you felt like a failure because you didn't get the same results? I have been there for sure. I used to get so frustrated because no matter how hard I hustled, no matter how much I did it exactly the same way that they did, I did not get those same results. And sometimes it was like a total flop. Like I didn't even get close to the same results that they did. And I would think, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? But here is what I had wished someone else would have told me. There was nothing wrong with me at all. I was not the issue. You are not the issue. Let's dive into that today on Coffee Chat. My name is Angie. I'm a personal strategy coach. I help driven working moms create rock solid systems at home so dinner isn't a last minute scramble, kids' logistics aren't chaos, and self-care isn't an afterthought. So instead of guilt and exhaustion, you are finally able to feel free, present, energized, and in control of the life you are building while also having time for yourself. If you are joining me live or if you're catching the replay today, I would love to know that you are here. Just let me know. Say hi in the comments below. I would appreciate it so much. All right. There is no perfect system, my friend. There is not. There's not a magic planner, and I do love me a good planner, but none of them are magic, which is very sad, but it's the truth. There is no perfect morning routine. There's no productivity hack that works well for everyone. It takes trial, it takes adjusting, and it takes some refining. And can you still look at what other people are doing and implement that into your life? Yes. In fact, I encourage you, if someone has a morning routine and their kids are all set for school without any chaos, and it's just like a calm morning and you're like, what in the world do you do? Yes, absolutely. Look at what they're doing. The trick is, though, not to implement it exactly into your life as they are doing. You want to customize it to you. And here's why. They may have 3 fewer kids than you. They may be a morning person and you're an evening person. Or maybe they thrive with structure and you like flexibility. And having that structure or whatever is working beautifully for them stresses you out. It's completely ineffective, overwhelming, and is not going to work for you. And that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means that you need to adjust it a little bit more for it to fit into your life. Let me give you a couple examples of what happened in my life. So a couple of years ago, it was probably way more than a couple of years ago, but many years ago, this book by Hal Elrod called The Miracle Morning was really popular in the group of people that I looked up to, I had mentors in, just the space of people that I was around. And I was like, okay, I am going to read that, because the purpose of his book was he took what was working really great for successful people and wrote a book on what you needed to do. And it was 6 things that you need to do in the morning before you start your day. So before you head off to work, before you get the kids to school, whatever it is, these 6 things you need to do. And there were things like work out or journal or do some reflection of some kind, meditation or whatnot. And I was like, okay. And he recommended that you take 20 minutes for each of these 6 things. I'm like, well, that's 2 hours. That's a really long time. But in the book, he did say, if that seems overwhelming, start with just 6 minutes for each thing. I'm like, okay, 6 minutes. Well, that would be 36 minutes. That seems much more doable in the morning because I am not a morning person. However, I'm not a night owl either. I'm like a 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. kind of gal. Like, can we just have like a normal of the road person? So that is what I am. And so 30 minutes earlier in the morning was still a struggle. And I tried. I gave it my best shot and I did not do well. I was stressed. It just didn't, it created more chaos than calm in my life, and it was not working. I mean, 6 minutes to read a book, like you get a page in. Like I didn't even remember what I read the day before. So anyways, do I do some of those things yet today? Yes. Do I do all of them? No. Do I do them right away in the morning? No. Some of them I might, some days, some I might not. So it flexed. What I learned from there, I implemented some parts of it into my life. Another thing that I had experience with was I have a couple of really dear friends that are faith-filled and they start their morning with Jesus. I don't know if they eat breakfast first or not, but you grab a cup of coffee, sit on the patio, dive into the Bible or a Bible study, and just spend some quality time with the Lord right away in the morning. I'm like, that sounds amazing. I'm going to do that. And so I did. And literally, I'd have to read the same page about 4 times because I kept falling asleep. So I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, obviously, I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm too overwhelmed, whatever. I can't even stay awake. You know what? Nothing was wrong with me. I just know that for me, I need to get up, I need to get ready, I need to get moving, maybe go for a walk, and then I can sit down and I can read a book. And that is how it can work into my life. Now, the vision that I had looked really great. I mean, sitting outside with the birds chirping, with your Bible, learning about the Lord right away in the morning. What is not to love about that, right? But in reality, it didn't play out the way that it played out in my head or on paper. So you do need to adjust. Even when you feel like, hey, this is the way I want to go, when you implement it, it might not be the way that you need to go. Something needs to adjust, something needs to be realigned, and that is okay. So when I finally stopped trying to copy exactly what someone else is doing and created my own rhythm, it worked. And this is actually something that we dive into in my event that is a virtual event. It's free. It's called Chaos to Calm. And I support you in taking an area of your life that feels heavy or stressful or chaotic. And whether it's dinner or morning routine or evening, getting ready for bed, whatever it happens to be, I have you visualize where you want it to go. And then create a couple of steps in order to get there. You could have several steps, you could have just a handful, you could have a million steps. But then you just start with one, just one, and then you add another and you add another. But the key is you want to look back and you want to reflect on how it's going. Is it making that area of your life more smooth, more peaceful, more calm, like it should be? Or is it creating more stress and it's not working at all? Do you need to adjust a couple of things? Do you need to throw the whole thing out and rethink it and start over? Is your vision of where you want things to go, is that not going to be exactly where things are going to end up realistically and then maybe the next couple of months? It could be a long-term vision down the road, like sitting outside with a cup of coffee, reading the Bible right away in the morning. It's definitely still a vision I hold dear to my heart. But let me tell you, it's just at this season of my life, it's just not reality. So I have to adjust until I can get there. So keep adjusting until that part of your day feels really, really great. And now if this event sounds like something you would absolutely love to be a part of, comment calm in the comments and I will go ahead and send you all the details for our next event. I want to encourage you, my friend, you are not doing anything wrong because someone else's system didn't work for you. You're just in the process of discovering what is right for you. So keep refining, keep experimenting until you get to the point of something that feels like a perfect fit. You don't want to live and be someone else. Live the way that you were created to be. And if you want support in figuring all of this out, I absolutely love helping women do this. So I would be honored to walk alongside of you. Please reach out if that's something that you would like support in. But in the meantime, keep adjusting, keep tweaking. It takes time, it takes effort, but you'll get there, I promise. All right, I will see you next time, my friend.